it's your girl Alima Killer and I'm coming back with another video. In today's video, I'm talking about why you think maybe the man upstairs, God, hasn't said yes, or maybe, just maybe, he's actually answered you by saying nothing, or maybe he's saying, wait. Maybe you've left your old company and say your resume looks really similar to the job description of the new job that you're about to apply for, and it's just, familiar. So you go ahead and you apply for it. But just maybe it might be a case of God wants to elevate you into a new season. This may be a manager role, a supervisor role, or even a executive role. I mean, from going to doing the normal day-to-day job, the admin roles, maybe God wants to just elevate you where you are managing people or managing a team or a part of a team, or even organizing how the team can collaborate together, or maybe even structuring or coordinating, maybe presenting, proposing an idea to a company, or maybe even being the one that goes out and looks for these contracts. You want to be elevated to a new season in your life, but you're too stuck with what's familiar. Okay, so elevation. When you're in your new job now, just a new job with the same or similar or maybe even a different title, but that means the same thing as your old job with the same description or similar description, the only thing that's different is your scenery and the fact that the company's name is different from the old job. I don't think you'll always miss your blessing or your answer. Maybe this is a season of not yet because someone was being too hard of ears, or someone wasn't really praying enough. I don't know, there's 1,000 million trillion of reasons why. In this new job now, and the scenery's different, the job name's different, I mean the name of the workplace is different. Okay, so what can be new? What can be new? What can be new? You is what can be actually new. Meaning by, just because you're in a new position, we're doing the same old thing, doesn't mean that you won't face any challenges to help you mature and grow as a person. Now, you may be presented with a manager that you don't really get along with. You may be presented with co-workers that seem to be on the funny side. The environment may be just so depressing, and what your revelation out of it should be is, even though I've gone through the storm, maybe God wants you to go through that storm because it will help you grow in other areas. Your prayer is, Lord, I need elevation. I need to transform. Or maybe I even need a bigger paycheck. But sometimes the bigger paycheck requires more tolerance and also more responsibilities. Now, you're in the same old job that you've picked. Now maybe God's saying or laughing and being like, wow, I really wanted you to get this other position where you'll be managing a team, but you chose to settle and go for the same thing that you was doing in your other job. And I mean, you didn't really learn that much from your other job because you just got another job doing the same thing as you did in the old job. So you're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to go through this again, but just in a different way, in a different company. Okay? So I'm going to get Tom. These are just names. I'm just going to get Tom, Sarah, Paul, Pauline, and Tabitha. And I'm going to create a different dynamic. Different from when your old job. I mean, the people there were lovely. They loved you. They didn't even want you to go, but you decided to go. I mean, you know, you was on your way to being a manager there, but you decided to go. We thought you were ready. I mean, someone was leaving their position and they really wanted to offer it to you, but you wanted to go because you wanted to get a paycheck doing the same old thing. So let's just create some ogbono soup. Yeah, let's just stir the pot a bit. Let's add in some peppers. Let's add in some tomatoes. Let's create some stew, you know. Let's just whip it up. Let's just create something exotic. Just do it. Okay, I'm getting a little bit carried away. And so, what you think you've had and planned, oh, this is going to be so cushy, just like my other job. No. You're going to get different types of responsibilities, even things out of your job description that will allow you to grow as a person. So not everyone's going to like you this time, okay? The printer's not always going to be working when you touch it this time, okay? Maybe you're going to have to call someone to come in. Maybe that person's really rude. Maybe that person's never on time. Yeah, okay? Maybe the post office nearby shuts 5 minutes before you actually leave your job. And maybe, just maybe, your manager doesn't really care about your private life and you seeing your husband or family afterwards. Maybe they don't care if you see your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Maybe they just don't care. Okay, so you're going to have some challenges, some character challenges. But wait, it will help you grow. Okay? So my thing is, I don't think God will ever leave you hanging. Never leave you hanging. So it will help you grow to elevate you into that other job that you was initially supposed to get, but you wasn't patient enough to wait. And hold on, talking about patience. Patience gives you time to wait for things to actually happen before your eyes, and then you'll be like, aha. So I was patient enough to wait. Oh, and be prayerful as well, of course. But I was patient enough to wait for this to happen. But I can see what's going on here. You know, patience allows you to be observant. It just gives you time. It gives you time. You know, as people say, just as absence makes the heart grow fonder because you can't really see that person often, just as patience will show you someone's true colours, patience will give you an idea of which job to take, which career direction you need to go to. Patience will help you choose which mate you actually need, not want. Maybe in this season it's actually about your growth and the money will come later, because you find that a lot of people are actually in jobs before their actual time. And I mean, it may be a bit of more of a struggle, or feel like more of a struggle than what they can bear, but I don't believe that God will put you in something that you cannot bear. So maybe you feel like sometimes even those people that even get jobs and then they're like, no, I don't want it here because, you know, it's too hard. I mean, everything's always hard in the beginning. Don't be scared or fearful to apply for something just because of what your outer appearance looks like, or, you know, what your resume says. If you want that job, go for it. If you want that car, go for it. But all I'm saying is that before going for it, maybe pray for it. And whilst you're praying for it, be patient with it. So observe. I mean, a lot of things happen and try to get in the way of your destiny. But whatever is for you is meant to be for you. Just put all of your prayers, all of your desires, all of your heart's desires before God. And if it's according to His will, then I'm sure He'll give it to you. And if it's, you know, if it's of a good cause and not to harm anybody else, so why not just go for it? Pray for everything that you need. Put everything that you need before God, and it will happen. So it's now come to the end of the video. I hope you really liked it. Please give a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video amongst everyone you know. Bye. Even into a new season, this may be a managerial role. No, this may be a managerial role. This may be a managerial. Be a manager role.